Hey girlies, I'm dropping shit. I have 10 books, if you can't tell. And if you couldn't guess based on, damn, these are heavy. Based on me holding 10 books, this video, we are gonna be going over my 10 before the end. So the 10 books I want to complete before the end of the year. So we're just gonna get right into it, yap about these books, and yeah, I'm excited. Oh my god, I sound like an eagle. These are all the books, like there's other books that I do want to read before the end of the year, but I don't have the physical copies of. But I wanted to talk about the books that I have physical copies of that I want to get to before the end of the year and read. Do I think I'm going to get to all of them? No. I think I'll read like more than 10 books before the end of the year. It's just like I'm like rereading Keeper of the Lost Cities right now, so I need to finish. I don't think I'm going to finish that before the end of the year, but I want to read that. And if you didn't know, actually we won't say anything. These are just like the books like higher on my radar before the end of the year that I'm going to be kind of focusing on and wanting to read. So the first book is Rule of Wolves. One moment. Right now, I'm currently reading King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, and I want to get to Rule of Wolves. Like, I want to finish the whole Grishaverse before the year closes, so I'm grinding this out right now. I'm almost done. I have like, I think like 150 pages left, so I'm grinding. We're grinding. The vibes are vibing. So I want to read this and finish the Grishaverse off, so I need to read Rule of Wolves before the year ends. So that way I could say I read the whole Grishaverse in 2025, because in the beginning of the year, I read Shadow and Bone, that whole trilogy. Didn't like it. Whoops. And then everyone was saying Six of Crows is better, so then I read Six of Crows in the summertime. Liked that. I really liked it. The second book, I think the first book was better than the second book though. Like I enjoyed it more, but love Six of Crows. It was great. And now I'm reading The King of Scars. I'm actually loving it. I'm having a joyous time. Nikolai was my favorite character in Shadow and Bone, so of course I had to read his books. I love him. I love him. I love him more even after this one. Like in Shadow and Bone, I was like, hated, what was his name? Mac? What was his name? The main dude that Alina was friends with. Mal. I think it's Mal. I hated him. Don't get me started on that man. I also hated Alina. Like, they were just so unlikable, both of them. Sorry. But Nikolai, I was like, he's the only redeeming quality of this whole book. So, I'm reading his books. I want to finish these before the year closes. So, yeah, there is a helicopter flying above us. Before the year closes, Rule of Wolves will be read, will be finished. Because I'm reading this right now. What is happening? The next book that I want to read before the year closes is The Midnight Library. I have heard such amazing things about this, and the concept is just so interesting, so cool to me. Like, I need to get to this. And it's like actually pretty short, honestly. So like I think I could like binge read this. So I definitely want to get to this before the year is out. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens because I'm curious. I'm so curious, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book. So I do want to get to this, feel the vibes. Yeah, I'm excited. This is on the radar. Next book I want to read is Tuesdays with Morrie. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. I heard it like emotionally wrecks people, so I'm really excited, and I know it's gonna be good. Like, this has been on my freaking radar for a bit, honestly. And honestly, I could see this being a potential 5-star. I love a story that will emotionally destroy me, emotionally wreck me. And I think this will do this for me. Usually when I do get emotionally destroyed and heartbroken from a book, it's usually a 5-star. So this is definitely, I think this is really high on the radar. I can see myself reading this soon, sooner rather than later. So also short, so I can really binge read this, and I'm excited. Look out to see if I rate this 5 stars. It could be possible. The next book, it's in a series, but I don't think I'm gonna get to this series like throughout. I'm not gonna get through the series this year. I know that for sure. I at least want to read the first book and start it out, see what the vibes are. A lot of people say this is like their favorite series of all time, and yeah. So I want to read The Naturals. I've read The Inheritance Games. I've read almost all the books from The Inheritance Games, I will say. I think I need to read 2, 3 more. There's a third one coming out soon, and that's the last one out of the Inheritance Games universe that I need to read. So I think it's 3. Yeah, because it's like Glorious Rivals and I don't remember. But yes, I need to finish off the Inheritance Game series too, but we're taking a little break from that. I read Granny's Games this year, so. But yeah, we definitely want to start the first book of The Naturals before the year is out. I've heard it's really good, and it's like a lot of people like it more than the Inheritance Games. And I think the new book is coming out sometime. I don't know when, but soon. I don't know. I'd have to look, but this is definitely on my radar. I need to get to the first book before the year is out, or else I will lose my mind. So, yep. Keeping this in my mental TBR. I read the Poppy War trilogy beginning of this year, like really early on into I think like January, throughout like until March, I believe. So I have been introduced to R.F. Kuang's writing this year, and I think she's such an amazing writer. I loved the Poppy War. I was definitely like emotionally scarred, I will say. The Dragon Republic was definitely my favorite out of the trilogy. I loved it. I ate that shit up. So obviously I need to get to Babel this year. Like I need to read Babel. This has been on my radar. I also eventually do want to read Yellowface, Catabasis, and was that it? Yellowface, Catabasis, and Babel? That might be it, actually. So before the year is out, I definitely do want to read Babel. I need to get more into R.F. Kuang's writing. Like, I've only ever read the Poppy War trilogy. That made me want, like, as soon as I finished, I literally looked into, like, all the books she's written to see what I wanted to read. So, we're getting to this before the year is out. Fingers crossed. And if we don't get to it, I'll be reading it early 2026, which would kind of be crazy because I started the Poppy War early 2025, so it's like I'm starting with R.F. Kuang again. That'd be so cool. Anyway, I need to get to this. Okay, guys. The next few books are in a trilogy, and I'm not gonna talk about just the first book. We are reading the entire trilogy before the year is out. This trilogy is, all these books here are going to be on the back burner until I finish this trilogy. This is going to be my main focus. I need to read it. I need to finish it. I just need to finish it before the year is out. I have been wanting to read it so bad. Like, this is probably one of my most anticipated series that I want to read. I don't even think I know there is going to be a 5-star in this series. We're just going to show you. The Beartown trilogy. I need to read this and finish it. I read My Friends, I think in like the springtime, April, May, something like that. Loved it. 5 stars. Obsessed. Frederick Bachman, I am obsessed with his writing. I need to read this and I need to get through it and you need to finish it and be emotionally scarred and have it be my only thought in my brain. Like, I know this is going to become an obsession. I'm so excited to read it. I will say I don't know anything about the plot or what's happening. All I know is I think it's like a small town and their like main sport that everyone's like obsessed with is hockey. So I just know that it like does it follow a hockey team? I don't know, but we're gonna find out and it's gonna be depressing. I know. I'm so excited. This is gonna emotionally destroy me and I'm so ready for it. Look how big the 3rd book is. I'm excited. Anyway, this will be read probably early December, if not end of November. It's like second to last week of November. I'm starting this very, very soon. That's all you have to know. I'm so excited. That is my thoughts, feelings. Sorry, I'm raving about it and I haven't even started it yet. I'm so excited. Okay, moving on because I've talked about this for a while. Oh my god. I read the first 2 books years ago. Like when the first book came out, I read it. Second book came out, I read it. 3rd book came out, I didn't read it for a while. I didn't even purchase it. But I just got it this past summer because I was like, okay, girl, we gotta read this because I think that there's a 4th book coming out sometime soon. I don't know. But I have been invested in this series since it first came out and I need to know what happens. It's just like the size of this book is like really putting me off. So it's making me not want to even touch it. But I need to get to it this year. Like, I need to. I know it's going to be good. I'm just like, the size is putting me off. Look at the cover, though. It's so beautiful. All of the covers are gorgeous. Gorgeous. I have them over there. I need to read this. Like, I know it's going to be good. It's just like, I can't get myself to pick it up. So, we're going to force myself to read this, and I know I'm going to have a joyful time and enjoy it and have a fun, dandy, maybe not fun time, because I'm sure there will be, like, sad, crazy things happening, but this will be freaking read. I need to get to this. No excuses from Sophia anymore. We're freaking reading this. I'm excited, but should I look at how many pages there are? I almost saw. 642. Oh my god, I'm so dramatic. Oh, but look at the fucking font size. Okay, I'm dramatic. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna finish this. How long did it take me to read the 2nd book? Let me check. Because I reread the 1st book last summer and I read the 2nd book last summer because I didn't read it. Or I needed to remember what happened at the end of the 1st book in order to go into the 2nd book. But I don't even remember what happens at the end of the 2nd book. I may have to look it up beforehand because I'm not rereading it again. Oh, it took me 10 hours and it was 550 pages. This is gonna be junky. It's okay, I got it. I believe in myself. Last, but certainly not least, I went on Book of the Month. I've been getting books off Book of the Month. I've got Alchemy of Secrets in September. Read that, 5 stars, loved it. I love Stephanie Barber. She never misses. She's one of my favorite authors of all time. Once Upon a Broken Heart, like, obsessed. I love. So, I have been really enjoying getting books off of Book of the Month, and then for my book for October, I chose Red City by Marie Lu, and this sounded so cool and so interesting. Look at the cover. What? And look at the sprayed edges. You're joking. You're joking. It's gorgeous. So I need to, like, I'm so excited to read this. Like, I picked this because I was like, I read a bit of the summary, but I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. And then I looked at the cover and I was like, oh, yeah, I need to read this. I will say I do judge a book by its cover, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm not ashamed, because I'm just a girl and I have cool covers. So hello, welcome to the party. I need to read it. Like, I'm so excited to read this because I know it's going to be good. And this is the first book in the series. Yeah, this will be read. For surezies. You're so cute. Aw, look at her. Aw, she's adorable. She was pissing me off earlier today. Oh, you're being an angel now. You're just an angel. These are the books that I really want to get to before the end of the year. Do I know if I'll actually be able to get through all of them? No. But I shall try, and wish me luck. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm so excited. This is going to be a good last month and a half of reading. Like, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a joyous time. So, yep, I hope you enjoyed. These are all the books that I shall be reading, and yeah, I'm excited. Pay attention to my Goodreads and my Fable to see my thoughts, feelings on it, and then I may do some reading vlogs. I definitely think I'm going to do a reading vlog on Beartown for sure, so look out for that. But we're going to try to get through these. Maybe we'll do a reading vlog of me trying to get through my 10 before the end. See the vibes. So yeah, that's my thoughts, feelings, vibes, and I'm excited. And you should be too. This is going to be a good last few months. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm excited. And I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!